Hey Aquarius, this is your reading for the month of July. The way I like to do this is I start with a vision I had during my meditation time beforehand, and then I go into tarot and oracle decks as guided from there. I am going to do it a little bit differently from this point forward, at least until I change it or whatever. Basically, we'll do an energy check of your energy and the energy you're encountering coming up for this month, for the month of July, and then we'll do an action game plan pull. And then also, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everybody, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll go ahead and put in the description below, I'll put the decks I use, as well as I'll also put a link where you can look up you can put in your birth information. It's a free link. You can put in your birth information, and then you can basically get it'll show you your birth chart and everything. It's a website I use. But yeah, that way you can get your birth chart and everything, and you'll be able to from there get a more thorough reading, because that way you can look at even the other signs in your placements in the planets in your chart, and some of those will also help you get a better feel for your full picture reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, or Venus, but a lot of times if you have Aquarius in Sun, Moon, or Rising, your top three, then this should be pretty fitting for you. But again, like I said, when you check your chart, then you can also check about the other positions and check out my other videos, other signs that you might have in your chart to see, again, like I said, a full picture. I believe that's it. Yeah. So as far as the vision I got for you guys, Aquarius, it's basically in the water, trying to grab a crystal that's kind of sticking up out of the water, but maybe it's kind of hard to see where the crystal is in the water because of bubbles, and then even the clarity of the crystal made it harder to see. So I just kind of kept trying to shoo the bubbles away, and then the stuff in the water away, just to be able to see clearly. So it was this idea of trying to see this crystal clearly and trying to get everything shooed away so I can see what I was looking at and I could see everything. But again, the crystal had its own clarity that made it even harder to see as well. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and start. So this is going to be the energy pull first. So yeah. Spirit, wait, let me make sure this camera's on. Okay, yeah, that would be all bad if it wasn't. Spirit, God, Universe, what do you have for Aquarius for the month of July? Especially in regards to the vision so far, but also in regards to just energies. What energy is Aquarius coming with, bringing, and what is what is Aquarius encountering energy-wise for the month of July? What is Aquarius encountering? What is Aquarius encountering for the month of July as far as their energy? And the energy they're encountering outside of them. Two. I don't do reversals. I feel like I normally was going to do two here, but I almost feel like this is supposed to be down here. Let's just see. This is good, or does that need to be down here? This needs to be down here. So, Aquarius, what are you guys up to? another one? Yes, another one. Okay. Apparently I need a bigger picture for you guys. Let's see. So, judgment a lot of times it's kind of making past with your peace with your past. It's an element of bringing in new energy, knowing what needs to change in order to bring in a better future. So you look at the past, you look at the present, you look at the future, and you change your actions and you change your mindsets and beliefs accordingly in order to bring in a better future. However, a lot of times, like I said, that comes to I'm so tempted right now to close the blinds so the sun can get out of my eyes. But a lot of times that goes to basically forgiving yourself, forgiving wrongs or things that, didn't go as expected, and things that didn't pan out for you in the past, so that you can be free from that energy and new things can come in for you. I mean, it's like this flow. It's like she plays that, and as she plays that, like, they're receiving it. So it's this idea, it's just a cycle that, you know, we put out what we receive, and we put out, like, it's like if this was something bad, right? And then the cat received it, and the cat would get moody and get cranky, whatever. It's like energetically speaking. And then she would feel that, and it would just be this cycle. So if she puts out something good, it's like back and forth, back and forth. So that energy of making peace with your past so you can move forward. And then the High Priestess is about, it's kind of balancing your intuitive mind and your logical mind, and knowing what to use when, both intuitively even and logically, I guess, speaking, so to speak. I do feel like there's an element of wanting to be a light, whether it's to others or to yourself and to your environment in this, because of those pillars being candles like that. It's very interesting. Again, a light. So some of you guys may be feeling yourself, either you are in an influential energy right now where you're influencing others, or you feel like you are, or you actually in general are in a position to influence others. Maybe you are a speaker, maybe singer, maybe, you know, you bring this energy. And regardless of the Five of Wands, you bring it. Like, Five of Wands is kind of it's interesting. It's kind of like a creative brainstorm, but the thing about a creative brainstorm is if there's people that are just sitting out and not really doing it, it's no longer a creative brainstorm. The way it becomes a creative brainstorm is everyone's putting their all as far as the energy they're putting out, as far as like brainstorming ideas and things like that, so that, you know, you kind of glean from everybody, and you glean and you grow off of each other, and you see someone else put out a great idea, and it inspires you to put out a great idea and be your best self, or at least put out the most energy as you can in that moment. So yes, making peace with your past so you can see things clearly and know exactly when to do what and how to shine. Exactly, especially how to shine. Some of you guys are learning how to shine right now. But ultimately to shine, to put out like the highest energy. It seems like there's also this element for you guys. Some of you guys may feel like the more energy you put out and then everyone puts out, like maybe the work doesn't get done. Not because the work isn't actually getting done. Like, she has her one there. It's working and being worked on. But, well, there's fire right there too, though, so it's spilling over. So there is an element of, like, you might feel like if everyone is putting everything out there, maybe there's too many chefs in the kitchen. So you might be also, again, trying to use this wisdom to be like, intuitively, like, when do I need to speak up? When do I not need to speak up? And that might be the energy you normally have. So you might normally have this boisterous, not necessarily boisterous, but like, not loud, but, you know, influential energy. And you're at a place, crosswords. Well, maybe crosswords. Maybe you're saying crosswords or dealing with crosswords, or dealing with the idea of if things are going to blow up too much, if everyone is putting out all this energy and is it the right time. So again, you're trying to decide what you're doing, when you're doing, if it's the right time, and being intuitive and logical about it. again, there's an element of, I mean, this whole deck is element of like the cats mirroring or like being familiars in that way. So, but I do feel there's that energy for you guys completely of, you know, you're influencing people. So as far as what you're coming up against, 10 of Pentacles. So creating a legacy. Maybe some of you guys, let's see, Pentacles, Wands, Cups, Cups. So some of you guys, it may be emotional, intuitive. It can be anything really with all these cards. But in general, some of you guys may be trying to create a legacy, whether that's like in a business situation, something you can pass on, or just in general, that kind of mindset of like that kind of something structure that you're creating. And you may be actually in a way, like this is opposite direction. You may be feeling like you are, what is it? Not crossed, crosswords, crossed. Yeah, you may be feeling like you are, conflicted, I guess, not conflicted, or, you know, coming against opposition really fast, really fiery, really, again, fiery, fast in here. Opposition towards what you're trying to create, and you kind of, it seems like, are coming with the energy though of, I'm still gonna push forward and I'm gonna give it my all, passionately, like as far as emotional, like I'm putting my heart in this, even if it means like some people might not be ready for me, you know, maybe they're like feel like they might be falling. I mean, I know he's trying to reach those up there, but I actually feel like some of you guys feel like someone might not be ready, and you're like, no, I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go forward. I'm not going to let myself get hindered by energy coming against me, whether it's a creative brainstorm and things change or what. Because ultimately I am trying to build this 10 of Cups. I'm trying to build this connection. Some of you guys, it is a relationship, a marriage, you know, a family, and you're trying to build it, some of you guys. But regardless, the energy of that is basically trying to build, and knowing that building that, working on that is a constant give and take, it's a constant give and take, but it's also a constant balance of giving to yourself as well, and having that respect for yourself to know how to take care of yourself and what to pour out into yourself, so you can be there for everyone else as well. So allowing that balance again. So some of you guys are really coming with this heart of balance and coming to opposition, or feeling like when you have this creative brainstorm, maybe some people get loud. Maybe you guys just dealt with some cross words as far as when you were talking to people about your ideas and what you're doing. And you're just saying, you know what, I'm going through with this. I'm working at this. You know, it doesn't matter if some people might be falling off. This is what I'm supposed to do. I mean, there's some sharks down there, but I mean, it's like, I'm just going to do this, and some of you guys may be seen as you're wearing rose-colored glasses and you're not being realistic. I'm not saying you aren't though, because it seems like you're trying to build that. It seems like you have this idea. So it seems like you're trying to do the right thing, but it may be perceived kind of weird sometimes. So that's kind of what the energy you're going through with that. Let's see what the backstory, no, let's see what the theme of all that was. So 9 of Wands, you're almost there, but sometimes it feels like you want to take a break, not because you actually need to take a break. I mean, maybe you do, but regardless, you don't want to. I almost get the feeling like it's almost like all these wands are too hot, and it's like gone through all of them. And it's like, no, you keep trying, you keep training, you keep working on yourself with that heart of, you know, what you're trying to work on, trying to be this influence. But be honest with yourself, how close or how far you are and what the next steps are. Like, that's the biggest thing, is to know that you're almost there. You've been working hard at this for a while. So it's natural for you to feel like you want to give up, and for you to be like, where is this? Still hasn't happened. But it's also natural for you. It's natural for things to be in this position. Sorry, I didn't realize what I was saying with that. The sun is in my eyes, and we'll see if I can continue more. I also get this feeling like as you stick around and you push forward, it's like some people disappear. Like, I kind of like just imagine that other person there, like, just disappearing, and all that's left is their clothes. So it's like you might feel right now like there's this counter force against you when all this happens. But the people that are really supposed to be there are going to stay. The rest of them are going to disappear. So you don't need to worry about all this oppositional force. Some of it is only just to increase your drive to know your voice more. You know, you need to just keep doing you and be true to yourself as far as what you need when you need it, as far as breaks or, you know, why you're wanting a break and what is coming up. So, oh wait, let me just keep that there. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, Aquarius, let's see. Spirit guide, universe, what message? Oh wait, okay, so wait. As far as the vision crystal, and you're trying to see things more clearly, you're trying to get everything out of the way, all this stuff out of the way, so you can see what it is you're working with. So some of you guys, it may be, and then also the crystal is really clear, so sometimes it's really hard to see it. So it may be to where, like, in all this muck, all this stuff, muck, good, bad, whatever, just this jumbled up energy, sometimes it just blends in. And you're kind of at this place of just trying to clear the pathways energetically, trying to clear your mind space energetically, your head space. Maybe you need to do some meditation. You need to clear out some chakras. Just work on your self-love. You're healing yourself in order to be able to see things clearly. Get rid of the bubbles to see things clearly. Yeah, that's really what it feels like. You're just, I mean, you're kind of doing already what you're supposed to be doing. But do remember, like I said, that crystal's super clear. So it may be just blending in. Spirit guide, universe, what message does Aquarius need to hear? As far as, what does Aquarius need to do? As far as the, what's it called? Action, game plan. What does Aquarius need to do? What are the steps so that Aquarius can be in line with what you're showing and what they're coming up against? They can be exactly on the right path. What do you have for Aquarius? Ah, my gosh. What do you have for Aquarius? Some of you guys may be super tired in this, like in this whole thing, like you've been working, and as you come up against this opposition, you're like, oh my gosh, like really again? Like I feel like some of you guys might be like loopy, like suddenly I'm getting loopy. So again, like I said, just know the adversaries, the competition, not saying that's all competition around you, but all that will dissipate as it's supposed to, as you hold your ground, and all the ones that are supposed to at least land. Some of you guys, though, are really trying to work on something, building something for your family, whether it's actually a business or it could be like a family business situation. And it's like, it's kind of all kind of blurring together as to what's what. What's the family? What's the business? Where's this finances coming from? 3 or 4? 3, 4, 4? Wait, 3. I think 3. We'll see. Yeah, 3. Okay, so as far as your game plan, 9 of Cups, know who you are. Have your peace in yourself. Have your peace in your strength in you. You know, come to a place where you like just being in you. You know everything you can accomplish. You know what you have accomplished. You know how far you've come. And you enjoy it. You enjoy it. You sing your own song. And then 9 of Wands again. We got the 9 of Wands. Look at that. And then with that energy, though, look at the 9 of Wands and be like, check it out. I'm almost here. So that way you'll actually be able to, like, take care of it. It won't be this, like, exhausted, tired thing. And then you'll have this new potential or new messenger coming in. So it's either messenger, like energies coming forward for new ideas and new mentalities to be able to free yourself from this stuff or to build this more, but regardless, just bring you into a better place. Or it's gonna be you have this new I mean, I guess if you have the new energy for it coming in, then you also have the new. So yeah, sorry. You'll be able to grasp it. You'll be able to grasp to put down your boundaries to as needed. You'll be able to put down emotional not emotional, mental, you know, within yourself boundaries as to, okay, I don't need to think this way. I don't need to look at this from a bad perspective, but rather I can look at it from where I've come from. This is amazing. So mental boundaries, and then putting down boundaries with other people. It's not so much like boundaries always. It's just a lot of times, I mean, Page of Swords can also be in this space where they're not moving and they're kind of stuck in their heads trying to ask, okay, what do I do? What do I do with this, that? But with this, I feel like this is more so a messenger card for you guys, that energy is going to be coming in, that you will actually be able to devote into this. You'll be able to come into it in a more, not in a logical in a bad way, but in that kind of headspace of a new idea, a new mentality about how to do all this. Wands, Swords, Cups. So yeah, it's going to be more well-rounded though. It feels like it. So as you are true to yourself and understand that when you come to this place of it's, why are we not there yet? Thinking how far you've come so you can stay in battle, so you can stay in it. Not that it's a battle, but you know, and then you stay, and then you have the strength to stay, to keep pushing on. And then you gained it. You gain this new perspective about yourself, about your life, about what you can actually, I guess I want to say afford. Maybe you gain a new perspective of what you can afford, but you also gain a new perspective about what you can bring in. And I don't remember what the other word I was looking for was. So apparently it was afford. So what is the theme of this? Two of Wands. You're surveying your options. You're surveying things. You're trying to see, what are you working with? Like, this is especially one of that too. It's like, okay, how do I handle this? How do I do this? Surveying options. It feels like, I know it's a pink sky, but it feels kind of dark. Not dreary dark, but dark, like almost like, I know, okay, I see in this, I see like a twilight sky. However, I visually see in this daytime coming. So some of you guys, it's like as soon as you get to this place where in your mind you're like, okay, let me survey this. Let me figure out what I'm looking at. It's almost like time disappears. Not disappears. Time fast forwards. And suddenly it's the next morning. You're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even get to do it yet. So it's like this magic hour where there is no time. And some of you guys, in order to do that correctly and be in the right headspace in that, you have to value yourself. So when you come to that, you're like, I got this, I can see this. And then you don't feel like you're a victim of time. Yes, some of you guys, Aquarius, feel like you're a victim of time, that there's not enough time and that you're not doing what you want to do because you didn't have the time. And you just, it feels like you're kind of trying to be a victim so that you don't have to feel guilty. For some of you, there's a group of you, so you don't have to feel guilty for having not done the things you want to do. Either way, you don't have to feel guilty for that. You know, your life is your life. It's just, you have to make peace with what you have and you haven't done, and just know that was a different time and now's a new day. So you need to cut off that energy, make peace with it, forgive yourself, and go forward. Go forward. Allow this new energy to come in, that I'm amazing. Look how far I've come. I can do this on my own. Let's go. Let's go, Aquarius. So yeah, don't be afraid to shoo all that stuff out of the way so you can see clearly, so you can see if you're even at that crystal. What are you working with, Aquarius? Yes. Check it out. Let's see. Aquarius, what do we got here? Spirit Guide Universe, what does Aquarius need to know for the month of July for this whole reading? What's Aquarius need to see, know, hear, smell, taste, whatever? What does Aquarius need? Oh my gosh, that's a really big deck card. Amount of cards. Okay. Wow, I feel like all of these. Oh my gosh, fine. This isn't one of those decks to read all of them, though, I don't think, for you guys, but maybe it is. Let's do it. Let's go this one. I'm gonna go in order, too. Oof. Wow. Okay. So, jeez. Okay, Aquarius, what are you working with here? Make your dreams real. You know, you have this Nine of Wands card. You know, you have this stuff. You know, make your dreams real. Totally tangibility. It feels like she's like reaching over and she's like touching this one. It says honor your mystical creative force. So it's like sometimes you have to take that energy. It's almost like what I was saying here. You have to spread it. It's like spread from this part of yourself into this part of yourself. Honor your mystical creative force. And let chance play its creative role in your life. Check it out. This is like a full sentence almost. So it's like, let chance play. So keep going as you. Be true to yourself. Don't look like, oh no, this is getting hard. And then like back down when there's other people, you know, countering you. And be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Check that out, right? Reveal themselves or just disappear because suddenly, you know, like where was it? Oh, it was on the other side of this, right? What did I do with that? What did I do with that card? Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. It's this. There you go. Oh, they just disappear. Allow the enemy to reveal themselves or just disappear because they're not, you know, that's what it is. Look at that. Make your dreams real, Aquarius. Honor your mystical creative force. So you can touch that part in yourself to yourself. You can bring light into yourself and from the areas that have the light that are ahead, you can bring that hope into there. Let chance play its creative role in your life. Like just go for it. Jump. It's like the full energy. Just go for it. Trust. And be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. That's awesome, Aquarius. I'm really glad I read all of those cards and not just... Let me feel if there's any of these that... I feel like these two I might read from the book. Okay, so let's do that. Tangibility and Miranda. Okay. Tangibility. Is your head in the clouds? Are you feeling floaty and ephemeral? Lofty states of being are best appreciated when we are grounded. Earth's animals are our teachers. When we float in life so long that we feel directionless or confused, that's like, especially that's leaving when you feel like that. It's like, that's because you've been floating for so long that your actions have been a reaction of the energies around you rather than your own action. They show us the way to practical action in the physical plane. Animals live authentic lives and do not claim to be anything other than what they are. Consider the qualities of different animals. What are you drawn to in this current moment? The lesson you need and the best action to take lies in the connection you recognize, the unconditional love and joy of a dog, the shedding skin of a rebirthing snake, the sensuous purring of a cat, the chrysalis transformation of a butterfly. To find the answers you seek, it is time for animal connection and communion. The girl of tangibility comes to know her dreams are possible as the bird, but it's just like the cat right here. And there's the butterfly right there too. There's butterflies here, I think. As the bird, where was I? Alights on her crown, and butterflies kiss her shoulders. The clouds of illusion part, and she can see her dreams made real by communing with her animal companions. So there you go. As you get touched by that energy, you touch other parts of yourself with that energy. Okay, I'm gonna just do that one. So yeah. So there you go, Aquarius. I hope that resonated for you. Let me know in the comments what did and what didn't. Also let me know Or yeah, if you don't already subscribe to my channel, I suggest you do. That way you don't miss out. Wait, did I already do this? I did this, but did I do the bottom card? I mean, if I did, it would be this, I guess. No, I did, and it was the Two of Wands, right? Yeah, serving. I think so, yeah. But yeah, yeah, if you don't already subscribe, I suggest you do. That way you don't miss out on any of my content. And I'll put, like I said, the decks in the description below. Also, feel free to share this reading if you feel like people will benefit from it, or, you know, you like my style, or in general. I mean, they don't all have to have Aquarius in their chart that you know of, at least. You know, there's different people who have other placements of Aquarius in their chart. So, yes. Yeah. So I will see you guys next time. Oh, wait. Well, no, that still stays in with the crystal too. Yeah. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Thanks.